challenge. This is going to be so exciting. I cannot wait to get started with this up with you guys. Now today we're going to be running through the down. Now the down is a really great skill. It works for so many different things, you know, distance downs, downs in a home, emergency stops, when you need to stop your dog, you know, out on a walk. It's such a great skill, a fundamental that we all really need. So I hope you enjoy training this skill and have some real good fun and learning with your dog as well. So I've got Nova here today. She has a really strong down, to be honest, great emergency stops at distance and things like that. So she's more experienced than some of the other dogs that I'll show you. But really she's got great movement, so I wanted to bring her in and show you what the down looks like, more of a finished product rather than the beginning. So we'll also run through the how to sort of start with the luring and shaping. There's some really great skills that underpin the learning of trick training, and I think you need those before you can start onto your trick training really. But don't worry, we're going to give you those as well today. So yes, Nova is going to show you the sort of end position, the end sort of behaviour of a down. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to lure Nova off, and this is a platform. You don't need a platform, you could just use a mat or their bed even. It really doesn't matter, don't go out and buy something fancy, just use what you've got around at home. If you haven't got anything, on the floor's just as good. I prefer the platform, just a bit of a better sort of clear criteria for her, so she doesn't move around and it keeps the movement from the down to the stand or the sit to the down or whatever it is a bit clearer. So yeah, so I'm going to lure Nova off onto the platform. As you can see, you've got clearer criteria for where she's going to place her paws. Then we're going to go into, I'm going to lure her by pushing her backwards, and then her bum should go flat into the down. Now I like the sort of rock back into the down. I don't like the ones where they scoot forward, it's just personal preference. But if for us, when we teach a down, if they're stood, we will just take a piece of food, put it to their nose and push them backwards into the down. Then our reward for being in the down, adding some value to the down, and then our reward by lifting her back up, or if she's in the down, I can then throw a piece of food away so I get another go, get a reset. She'll come back to the platform because I've got the food, and then lure her back into the down. Make sure I pay lots of value for being in the down, then I can reset. There might be in a sit, and then we're going to lure into the down. So I've got a little puppy here, he's about 14 weeks old, and we're just going to show you guys some luring first. So basically following food. Can your dog follow food in your hand, on the floor, when you throw it? Can they catch it? So it's a really sort of big part of our training, and we need it for all of our dogs before we even go into the sort of skills, the trick training. So I'm going to show you with Puppy quickly on how to follow food. So I've just got food in my hand, and he's just going to follow it. Now he knows where the food is. We've done a lot of luring since he got here. Now basically, as you can see, he's just going to follow the food wherever it is. Now I need that for trick training. Why? Because if they can't follow food, I can't show him what I need him to do. How to move into position, how to move out of position, all things like that really. So this is just basically luring. Can he follow food in my hand and stay engaged? Does he give up? Does he continue to try and get the food? Like a run and chase, and then he bounces back to me to get some more food. So really all we're doing is teaching him sort of, following food, and then we can go onto the platform. I can lure him onto the platform and back off the platform. You guys, you don't need a platform. It can be a bed, a cushion, a mat, whatever it might be. Anything around the home, you don't need a fancy platform like that. And then we'll just lure him onto it. As you can see, he's following the food, and then throw a piece off for a reset. Grab some more food quickly, and then just luring him around. Does he follow the food? More food in this hand, pop, pop. Food in this hand, food in this hand. As you can see, that's basically luring, following food. They're not really thinking, but I don't want him to think. I just want him to follow the food, and then we can start to progress on to the next levels. Teaching your dog the down, this is the next stage after your luring. So you've practiced a bit of luring. Can your dog follow food? Can they catch it? Will they chase it when it's rolled? Can they switch from one hand to the other with food? Things like that. Do they understand how to follow food? The next stage would be to get your platform and we can start luring the dog into the down. So what we'll do is I'll lure Puppy off. Come on, little man. Good boy. And onto the platform. And I'm just going to reward him for standing on the platform. Whatever you guys might have at home, like I said, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to feed him for being on the platform in a little stand. And then I can then lure him into a down. And then I'll reward him for staying in the down. And then I'll lure him back up into the stand. And as you can see, if you didn't have the luring, this would be quite difficult for your dog. So making sure that they, got that foundation skill of luring first, then the down becomes easy. So I'll lure him back down into the down, feed him for being there, and then lure him back up into the stand. And that is your basic down. As you can see, the little puppy understands, is starting to understand. Let's get back into the stand. And if he moves into a sit, I'll just reset by throwing a piece of food out. He comes back, let's throw a piece of another food out, and then I'm going to lure him back onto the platform into the stand that I want. So that's kind of a reset. And then we'll lower him back down and feed him for being in the down. And as you can see, that is your basic movement from a stand to a down. Forever.